I was practicing healing energy with a friend of mine quite a lot. We were practicing sending energy back and forth telepathically. And I believe that, through that action, through sending energy back and forth, even though I could slightly feel it, I couldn't feel it that much, but I knew it was there. That in itself, I believe, is what caused this activation in 2010, in August of 2010. And it's funny, I've talked to other people and they've also experienced similar activations at that time. And what was that like? It was like it felt like electric energy moving through my body. And if I was in a good mood, it felt amazing. And there were even times where it felt like I was literally it felt like bliss, in the sense of bliss. I can only call it as what you would feel at the edge of orgasm. It's just that slight state of you are in ecstasy, but it was just the slightest tip of that. And to walk around in that was extremely challenging. And I'm also, then I actually had no help. I was a single parent. And so to try to take care of a child while doing this and trying to work and, try to go to school. I was also working on my master's degree. It was, let's say, a challenge at the least. And I didn't know what to do with this. And, I wondered, am I crazy? Is this real? And I started trying to do some research on this phenomenon, especially this bliss state, that I felt like if I had time to sit and let it gestate, that it would expand if I knew what to do with it. So actually over time, I learned to, let's call it, even out the energy, because I found Kundalini Yoga, which is a great system to help you learn how to even out the energy. A lot of people use it to activate their Kundalini, but I personally used it to learn how to even it out and maintain it without it completely taking me over, and not being comfortable. Because something I forgot to mention is when I would go into this bliss state, the other thing is if I got emotional and I was not in a good mood, or if I got angry in any way, it literally felt like fire moving through my body. It was not comfortable at all. I felt like my finger was stuck in a light socket. And as like let's call it the worst part of it, because it happened so suddenly, my fingertips were going numb, my toes were going numb, it was so bad that I ended up in the hospital because I couldn't feel my arms, I couldn't feel like my toes, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Of course, they did an analysis, they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. and they sent me home with some antidepressants, and I'm like, this is not what's going on here, I don't need that. And thankfully, I found someone who understood what was happening for me. And so I was able to relax into it and go, okay, this is just a huge electrical upgrade to my body. So it took some while to integrate that piece of energy, and I decided to do the teacher training course for being a Kundalini Yoga teacher, because actually that whole system really helped even it out. Since then, what's happened is that bliss state, when it comes, has gotten more soft, as I put it. Sometimes, I'll be driving in my car and I could just be thinking about something completely random, because I'm, not in a meditative spiritual state at all times. That's for sure. But all of a sudden that feeling will come and get me. It's like it now comes and gets me when I least expect it. And it feels like an incredible blessing. It feels almost like an angel coming and, saying, here is that state of being for you, which is accessible. You can access it if you remember that it's there.